15 years devoted to ASU students, Dr. Richard Emanuel is well known for his research studies and traveling experiences across the world. 15 years coupled with numerous years of experience has driven him to continue to do research on things that impact society today.
Dr. Richard Emanuel has been a professor at Alabama State University for 15 years, but has been teaching college-level courses for 32 years. Dr. Emanuel published 4 Reader's Theater scripts, and the Montgomery bus boycott is his favorite. He was inspired by his students and the lack of knowledge they had on the bus boycott.
Part of what I think we ought to be doing in the communication department is telling the story of the struggle for civil rights.
Dr. Emanuel also instructed a self-guided civil rights tour brochure to guide you to the civil rights sites of Montgomery. Dr. Emanuel's research doesn't stop here in Montgomery or even in the United States. He has traveled to 6 continents and 49 states to present research or to construct new research.
None of the word clouds that I saw that had already been created had this: we will have freedom, right? So I created my own word cloud of Dr. King's I Have a Dream speech.
In your interview, you said you were inspired by your students to write the Montgomery bus boycott. Can you elaborate more on what made you publish the Reader's Theater script?
Well, I think it's important that we not keep the story secret or silent, but it needs to be told. And this is just another way of telling that story. It was published in Reader's Theater Digest, and the script itself has been registered with the Library of Congress. And as a result of that, now I've had more than 150 requests for the script from all over the world.
Okay. All right. So what drives you to find things to research?
I'm curious, aren't you?
Yes.
I think everyone should be a little bit curious, or a lot. And that's what drives me to want to do research. There are a lot of questions about why things happen and what's going on and how it impacts people and their communication and relationships, and that's what drives me in doing my research.
Okay.
Just curious.
All right. So can you tell us about all the places that you visited?
Well, I've been to a lot of different places. Like I said, I've been to almost all 50 states, and the 6th continent that you mentioned that I'll be going to next month, just a matter of a few weeks, to Australia, New Zealand. And the thing about traveling is that it broadens your perspective on everything. It helps you appreciate home, but it also enables you to understand more about different cultures. And I think it's just a great learning experience if you have the opportunity to travel.
All right. So what advice would you give the graduating seniors to keep their thirst for knowledge alive?
I would say stay curious, and I would say get a list, a bucket list, a list of things that you'd like to do between now and the rest of your life. You know, I've heard it said, if your dreams don't scare you, they're not big enough. And so I would just encourage them to dream big and have a list of things that they want to do and start going after it. Be curious.
All right. So,
So as part of that, I would say that it's easy to make a list, but to make that list and be serious about, I really want to do these things. And once you've made the decision that this is what you want to do, then it's simply a matter of figuring out, okay, how am I going to make it happen? It's like graduation. I'm going to graduate. It may not be on the timetable that I thought originally. It may not happen exactly how I thought it would, but I'm going to graduate. That's the goal. And that's what I encourage people to do. Make that list and go for it.
All right. That's all we have today on ASU Hornet News. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter and using the hashtag ASU Hornet News.